Hello there, Scorpio. Thank you for joining me. This is going to be your full moon reading. So this is going to be the period between the full moon and the next new moon. So we have June 17th to July 2nd is the time period we're looking at. So we're going to look at the full moon, what you have kind of brought to fruition at the peak of the cycle, and then what also we might need to be letting go of, because that's what we do in the waning period after the full moon. Reaching to the new moon is when we kind of let go of things, release. That way we can start over with a fresh start. So let's, I was shuffling and we had a card pop out and it popped out face up, so I know what it is, but I'm not going to show you yet. So let's get to it. All right, so I'm gonna shuffle and do my little spiel. I'm gonna try and make it quick. All right, so if you're new here, my name is Melissa and I do zodiac readings based on the new moon and the full moon. If you're interested in more details on that, you can check out the new moon ritual and full moon rituals in the Metaphysical Monday playlist, which is linked in the description box below. Speaking of which, I post a video every Monday on a metaphysical topic like full moon and new moon rituals and crystals and meditation and smudging and some other stuff. So some astrology stuff. I'm really getting into astrology, so you'll probably see some more of that coming up. As I learn, I will teach you, because the best way to learn something is to teach it to somebody else. So I have a couple more shuffles. This is going to be a general-ish read. I'm going to try to connect with as many people as possible. So if something doesn't resonate for you, then it's meant for somebody else. So please take what resonates for you and leave the rest behind. Also, I'm going to give away, I don't do readings. I would like to start, but I need to clear some stuff off of my schedule. I'm going to give away a free personal reading where you can ask a question. I'll do a reading for you when I hit 1,000 subscribers. So make sure you're subscribed that way and hit the notification bell. That way you get notified when I post videos, because that's how I'm going to do the giveaway. All right. I think I covered everything. So the card that jumped out while I was shuffling was the Queen of Swords. We're gonna see. She's been stalking me, right? In my readings for myself, she comes up a little bit, and I think she's trying to tell me that I need to be more assertive. Because I'm a Cancer, I'm a water sign, I'm just like a let it flow kind of person. So I feel like, so are you. That might be for you too. Same thing. If you are a little too flowy, she might be trying to tell you to be a little bit more assertive. Speak up for yourself. But we're going to see what the rest of the cards and see if that actually does come into play, because it was kind of a weird time in my shuffle when it popped out, but it popped out far and was face up. So I felt like she wanted to come out and play. Focus on me. Thank you. Okay. Scorpio. All right. What is Scorpio's full moon energy? Scorpio's full moon. Ooh. Okay. The Hermit. Ooh, the Emperor. Holy cow, Scorpio. And the King of Cups. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups. If we're including her, we're gonna see. I'm thinking we are. So the Hermit, the Emperor, and the King of Cups. Let me show you what they look like. There's the Hermit. So the Hermit, I'm not usually drawn to it, but we have some symbolism there. We have the Star of David-ish, like we have the star there, lighting the way, lighting the path. But the Hermit usually is kind of I'm gonna go off and live in a cave for a year and figure my shit out. That's the energy we get from him. But I'm really drawn to the light for some reason in this reading. I don't know why. So we'll see what pops up from that. I just feel like maybe you're there's a guiding light for you. Thank you. Then we have the Emperor. The Emperor is kind of rule based. You know, he's just the man in charge, right? Look at how he's gazing at, what is that? I don't even know what that is. Like, I love the artwork on this deck, but what is that? Is it a Fabergé egg? I don't know. And then we have more symbolism here with the, you see that? Okay. I don't know if that's focusing or not. But yeah, so the Emperor. So we have rules, regulations. Are you setting the rules? Are you breaking the rules? I feel like you're kind of breaking the rules right here with the Hermit. I feel like that's giving me the inclination that you might be breaking the rules right now. Maybe breaking out and doing something out of the box, right? I feel like putting these two together is their backs are to each other. Do you see that? So he's kind of turning his back on the Emperor, right? Screw you and your rules is what I'm getting. Okay. Then we have this. This is a person in your life, I believe, that yeah. I feel like there's somebody in your life that's a little bit older. So we have another oldness here, right? He's the Emperor. He's probably been the Emperor for like all of his life, right? Can't really tell, but typically Hermit's depicted as an older person. So I feel like we have some age going on here. Are you feeling more mature, and that's why you're saying F you and your rules? I'm gonna go live in a cave for a year and make my own rules. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And then we have the King of Cups, which I feel like is a person in your life, somebody older, somebody more mature, or you are embodying this. You are a water sign. This definitely could be you. This could be you. This could be you breaking the rules. You saying, F your rules. I'm going to go live in a cave for a year and I'm going to make my own rules and I'm going to live by them. And I feel like maybe that's where this comes in, because you are being more assertive, right? I feel like that's what your full moon energy is looking like right now. So I don't know if you, I feel like maybe if you did intention setting at the new moon, they could have been intentions relating to standing up for yourself, or freedom, being free of rules, being free of, the King and the Emperor, right? They just scream rules. He's a little bit more soft. He rules with his heart a little bit more than say the Emperor would be. He's just take no shit kind of energy. But I feel like that's maybe what the intention was when you started this lunar cycle, whether you did it on purpose or not, whether it was an intentional intention or if it was just an intention that was set subconsciously, not realizing. I feel like you could have been setting something up for wanting to be more free, breaking out, maybe quitting your job and freelancing, or doing something more out of the box, something that's a little bit go with the flow, because you're Scorpio, right? You go with the flow. You're a water sign, and you don't want to stick to these rules, right? You just want to go with the flow. You want to be in that boat back there, right? Bouncing around on the waves and just riding it out. Okay, so I feel like maybe that's the intention that was set, and that's what's coming up for you. For the full moon, I feel like your full moon energy is more go with the flow, doing my own thing, making my own rules, and if you don't want to be around for it, then I will just take off, right? All right, so let's see what's coming after the full moon. Possibly what we need to release for to clear the way for a new cycle at the new moon. Okay, what's coming after the full moon for Scorpio? We have the Empress reversed. Okay, I can see that. And what does Scorpio need to release? What does Scorpio need to release? Page of Wands. Got a couple of majors out here. 1, 2, 3. And then all quartz. We have quartz and majors. So we have people and really growth. Not a whole lot of the day-to-day BS, right? I feel like your day-to-day BS stuff is not really an issue for you right now. Do we have any other, that almost flipped out. Do we have any other not advice? Okay, I'm gonna stop there and restart my shuffle and ask the right question. What does Scorpio need to release? What does Scorpio need to release after the full moon? does Scorpio need to release after the full moon? Whoop, there we go. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. He seems pretty pleased with the work he's put into that, right? Like, his shovel isn't even dirty. That shovel isn't even dirty. He didn't do any of that work, right? But, you know, he's still okay with it. He's just taking a step back. He's taking a step back and looking at what. So I feel like the release is the hard work. Just sit back, right? You don't have to put in the effort. Release the idea that you have to put in so much fucking effort to get any fruit on your vine, right? Right? So I feel like that's what we need to work on, releasing the idea that you have to work hard, which again comes back to possibly setting an intention at the beginning of the last of this cycle, this current cycle of being more free. And that I feel like goes along with releasing the idea that you have to work hard to make it, right? Like, you can just sit back and watch it grow. You have to plant the seed, don't get me wrong. You have to plant those seeds, but it'll grow. It'll grow if you plant the seeds and your intentions are pure and you know, he's there. It's not like he abandoned it and just is expecting it to go find him. He's there. He's tending to it, but it's not hard work. You don't have to put in hard work to earn what you want. Okay. So also we have the Empress reversed. So we are again with the kind of like take no shit, right? We don't need to be nurturing to everyone. We can kind of take care of ourselves, right? We're gonna go off and we're gonna make our own rules. We're gonna take care of ourselves. We don't need mommy right now. The Empress is mommy. We don't need her right now. You're gonna do your own thing, and I feel like that we're releasing the idea that we have to live by these rules that state you have to work hard to get what you want in life. You can get what you want in life by putting in the proper effort. It doesn't have to be tiring exertion of energy, right? You can put in an equal amount of effort. I'm getting really clear signals of just exchange of energy, a balanced exchange of energy, right? You put in work. If you're putting in too much work and you're not getting anything back from it, it's not worth it. You're overexhausting yourself. And I feel like the release comes with releasing the idea that you have to work hard just to scrape by. And that's not the case. You can plant the seeds, you can tend to your garden, and it will bear fruit as long as you are careful with it, right? You don't have to go out there. You don't have to go out there and pull up the plant every time you want to see if it's growing, right? Like you can just watch it grow. You don't have to go out there and physically be fussing with it to make it grow. And I feel like sit back and relax. You don't need mommy to take care of you. You don't need to worry about having somebody nurture you. You're already doing that. You're taking the time for yourself and setting your own pace, right? And you're not following any of somebody else's rules. You're setting your own rules, right? Also, what I pulled here is the Page of Wands, which he's been coming a lot. He's been making the rounds in these readings. I really need to look up what the Page of Wands is as far as what he might connect to in astrology. I feel like this might be some kind of planetary thing that's going on. I know we have Jupiter really close to the planet, to Earth. I don't know if he's just like kind of in our orbit, and that's why he keeps popping up in all of the readings. But he does represent either a child, a young person, an immature person, or it could represent a message. So if you're waiting for a message, I feel like because it came up when we asked what we need to release, stop waiting for this message. If that's what this represents to you, if that's what resonates for you, is that you're waiting on a message and you're waiting for this messenger to bring you a message, you're waiting on a text, you're waiting on an email, stop waiting. Release that. Okay? Release that. You don't need to wait for that. It'll come in divine timing. It'll come when it's supposed to come. If it's supposed to come, it will come when it's supposed to come. Did I say that right? I think so. I'm not focused. Okay, so I believe we've milked this for all we're gonna get out of it. I think we have a good advice. Let me see if I can get one more card to jump out for you. Anything else to say to Scorpio? Let's see if we can get one more jumper. I'm gonna do one more shuffle. If we don't get any jumpers, we're calling it. Anything else to say to Scorpio? I'm dropping the whole deck, but that's not gonna work. Anything else? There we go. We have one more card for Scorpio. We have the Queen of Wands. Okay. Don't we have the King of Wands in here? No, we have the Page of Wands. Okay. So we have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is down to earth. She gets stuff done. And I feel like it's like mother and child here. I feel like if this to you was representing a person, a child of yours or a child in your life, and maybe you are the mother, I feel like having this reversed might be telling us that you need to cut the cord a little bit. I can't think of a nicer way to say that, but yeah, like maybe cut the cord a little bit if this message is for you, if that's what Spirit wanted me to say. I feel like there's a if this wasn't a message for you and this did represent a person and you are the parent, I won't even say mother, mother, father, whatever. There's no genders in these cards as far as I'm concerned. Except for this definitely gives off mommy vibes. So if that's you, then maybe work on your connection with this person, this child, if this is your child, if that's how you connected to this card. If that's not the case, then I would say if you are not a parent, there is not a younger person in your life, and that represented a message, then stick, get some grounding. This is earth energy. Sorry, this is fire energy. She's passionate. She's, but make sure that you're sticking to your plan. Is what I'm getting. I don't really see any other planning cards in here though. So sticking with what you already have going for you, if that makes sense. Yeah, but I don't see a plan. I see you going with the flow and doing your own thing. So I feel like keep doing what you're doing is what she's trying to say here. If this was a message that you were waiting for that you needed to release, if that represented a child, then I'm getting a message for you that you should be watching your connection with this person, maybe giving them a little bit more freedom, not being as overly mommy-ish to this person. So I hope that resonated for you. Don't forget to hit subscribe, ring the bell, and check out the Metaphysical Monday playlist in the description box below. I will see you in the next video, and as always, have a blessed day.